What's going on, my high vibrational individual expressions of God on earth? It's your boy, Will Rogers, aka Master Teacher 33. Today we're going to reveal, explain, illuminate, and simplify the biology of the temple of God. It's one of my books that I've written back in the day, about 400 something pages. It's very interesting when we talk about the body as the temple of God. And those are not my words. When you get into understanding what the Bible is talking about here, and let's delve into it just a tad. 2 Corinthians. Sorry about that. Kind of moving around a little bit because I'm on the treadmill getting my morning cardio in. 2 Corinthians 6:16. 2 Corinthians 6:16 tells us, reverse this camera here. What's going on, my peeps? So 2 Corinthians, let me read it for you. And what agreement has the temple of God, that's you and I, what agreement does the temple of God have with idols? So we know what an idol is. An idol is something that we put in front of something. It's something specifically in this case that we put in front of source code, God. Yahushua the HaMashiach, an idol. So it's telling us that our body should have nothing in front of it instead of source code, being flying around. And then it goes on and continues. For ye are the temple of God, or ye are the temple of the living God. As God hath said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. That's inside of your Bible. Just read it. So this book normally sells for $2.99. Got it on sale today for $50. Just go to the website, masterteacher33.com today. $50. If you want a physical copy, be $50 plus publishing plus shipping and handling. That's going to put you close to about 75, 80 bucks to get the physical book. But the PDF is only $50. All you got to do is go to the website, masterteacher33.com, click on the link that says donation, make that one-time payment of 50 bucks. Getting back into the book, the reason why this book is so important, because when you look at the body, these are 10 of the 12 systems that make up the human body. The thing that blows me away when I learned that, for example, everything that you put on your skin goes within. The temple, we have two temples on the side of our head. That's the template, that's the tabernacle. Exodus 25:8. And let them make a sanctuary for me, and I may dwell in their midst. The body is the Bible. The Bible is the body. Man, I've been saying that for 30 years. 1 Corinthians, do you not know that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwells within you? Now, bear with me. I really didn't really think this through, doing cardio and doing the word at the same time and talking about my book. Remember, I wrote this book a while back. The reason why this is so important is because, man, especially if you're a melanated individual, you are super technology. All AI is dumbed down, reverse engineered melanin. Now, you know melanin is a superconductor. And maybe you don't know. You should know. Because you need to understand who you are, what you have been, what God has given you. When you look at this book, I get into the DNA of you. And understand that DNA is an antenna. This is your spiritual antenna. Sorry for the shake. Again, I'm getting my morning cardio in while I'm doing this. Once you understand that DNA itself has never been seen, the only thing that we've seen is the shadow. DNA has never been microscoped, seen. You can't see it. We can see the shadow of DNA, but we don't really see DNA. And so it's very important to understand that this is an instruction manual. Your DNA is a physical picture of a spiritual temple. It's language that functions or controls the body. That's what DNA is. Now, when you get into this book and you go deeper down the rabbit trail, let me tell you the 10 keys to your superpower. Again, this book sells for $2.99, 400 plus pages. On sale today for 50 bones. MasterTeacher33.com. Click on the link that says donation. Woo! Trying to keep up. And so, the DNA molecule is an instruction manual for forming amino acids, which creates structural intelligence. Now AI is finally getting to the point where it's able to keep out what they call structural truth, structural intelligence. That's the point of artificial intelligence, is to structure out source. It's not to bring God in, it's to structure God out. So the good old boys came up with a system, or at least they're trying to keep you from your natural state. It's like fasting. Fasting puts the body in a state of autophagy. Now, I've written 7 books. I've done 30 hours of audio on prosuhe, or the benefits of autophagy, which means self-eating spirit. Meaning you don't need to take anything, you are the thing. Whew. You don't need technology, you are technology. Ooh. Now I ain't saying you shouldn't use it, I use it every day, but I ain't married to it. Whether I have tech or not, doesn't really affect me enough. Tech just amplifies what I already am. So when you understand these keys, what keys? Well, let's check it out. Chapter 1. Got the camera from moving so much. In this book, I break down your body is the temple. Break down the fact that, pull out a little bit, the temple is the body. Then I explain temple secrets, which are the body secretions. The temple salts, which are the 12 salts. The temple oil, which is the ointment you put on the skin. Whatever you put on the skin goes within. If you go within, you're guaranteed to win. So we've got to stop putting man-made chemicals on our skin, especially underneath our armpits. We must use organic, natural, God-made ointments, because it's going to affect the temple cells, which affects your sensations or the temple senses, which affects your temple systems, which affects the temple pancreas or particles, which affects the temple's biochemical frequencies, which also affects the temple's pineal. Genesis 3:22, Jacob wrestled with God, and that place he called pineal, which means to see God face to face. If I can mess up your third eye, your pineal gland, bruh, you ain't got a snowball chance and beep. So that's the system. Number 12, temple chi. That's the prana. That's the pneuma. That's what I'm doing right now. What am I doing right now? Deep nostril breathing. Why nostril? Nostril breathing, because you got the ability to transmute the breath into nitric oxide to expand the capillaries inside of the body, so you can get oxygens or oxygen into every part of the body. Then last but not least, cosmology or temple astrology. So these are the 10 keys, really 12 that's inside of this book. This book is a life changer. I wrote this book about 20 years ago, actually. So it's an oldie but goodie. This is structural thought. This is structural truth. This is the ability to go inside of you and understand how God has designed and gifted you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. God don't make junk, homie. Your body is the temple of the Ruach and the Pneuma. You have to take care of it. There's no such thing as D-I-E, but there is such a thing as D-Y-E. Nobody D-I-E. Everybody D-Y-E. D-Y-E means to change color and come back. Brothers and sisters, pick up the book. Regularly sells for $2.99, on sale today. $50. Go to the website, MasterTeacher33.com. Click on the link. Says donation, make the one-time payment. Man, I love y'all. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Let me finish out my cardio before I pass out on this treadmill. Trying to do two things at once. Holla at your boy.